Hey, what is up? Welcome to episode 42 of Player Life. What is up? Another day here in Tokyo, Japan. So, just chilling here on a Tuesday afternoon. Um, Tuesday night. So, yeah, another day. 42 episodes. Going in deep. So yeah, today I want to talk about I saw this video on Twitter, and it basically made me want to talk about the reality of what women want in today's society, in the modern world of dating, and why I think guys need to go after the same thing, because basically women these days, they want open hypergamy, and that means they want to be able to date whoever, as many guys as they want, whoever they want, and always punching up, basically just using guys, for their resources, or using them for their, sexuality, using them as sex toys, just basically using guys to fulfill their needs and then disposing of them. And girls are pretty much openly doing this these days. And I just think guys should do the same thing. So girls are doing it, so why can guys not do it? Well, we should do it, because that's exactly what they do. And that's pretty, I mean, guys should feel comfortable, trying to, just getting their needs fulfilled, seeing as girls are doing it. um I'll just show this video I saw on Twitter, but I might leave it for a bit. But it's basically a girl talking about what she, just honestly talking about how girls date these days on Twitter, using their dating apps, um, whatever, Tinder, Bumble, whatnot. Um, Girls, like, they'll meet a guy, and they'll date him for, they might meet him, depends on if he's a beta guy. She might use him for, like, for free stuff, like to get a few free meals out of him. And then once she's gotten that, she will, pretty much dispose of him or ghost him after the third date, because these chicks know, they definitely know that guys expect something after the third date. They expect to, at least get, most guys expect to get laid after the third date. That's why chicks will ghost guys after the third date. The nice guys. These are the guys that play ball. They think they've done everything right. They've taken a girl, like, to on 3 separate dates, and then after the third date, it's like the girl just, like, block, ghost. You're never gonna hear from that chick again. And so many chicks do this. That's why, for me personally, if I don't smash on the first date, there has to be, like, some legitimate reason as to why that I know why she didn't smash. If she just didn't smash, if we just didn't have sex, then the chances of me meeting that girl again are very slim. Not only because she's unlikely to meet me, but I'm unlikely to meet her, unless there's a real reason. Like, it could be, a time restriction, or she could be on her period. But I've said this before, I say it again right now: girl being on her period does not stop me smashing. So it's I don't even see that as a good enough excuse. Um, so, or at least you can, if a girl comes back to my place and like she doesn't even let me touch at all, there's no physical contact, there's nothing at all, then it's like why is there no physical contact? What is her excuse? Is it like, okay, you need to I only, she might say something like, oh yeah, no, I only do this after like 3 dates, and she's setting up like requirements for you to pass in order for you to be able to get intimate with her. And these kind of conditions, these are not conditions that chicks make for guys that they're hot for. Girls don't make these kind of rules. Like, they break rules for alphas and make rules for betas, as many people have said before. But it's very true. So girls will basically use beta guys to, get free meals, just free attention. A lot of it's free attention too. They just want, because girls are often, they need attention. They're very, as humans we're all social creatures, but especially women, like they need to be around people. They need real like attention from, whether it's from guys or girls. But so that's why girls will actually go on dates with guys that are maybe they're not very sexually attracted to, with no intention of actually sleeping with him or banging him. And those guys will get ran around. They'll you know it's just these nice guys that get made fools of. Like, they'll go on just multiple dates, 3 4 dates, some 5 dates. I don't know who God knows how many days some guys will go on, but uh, ultimately nothing will happen. um know your worth in the house. Good day, you degenerate. I am definitely a degenerate. Yes, so it's just something a lot of guys need to wake up to, is that these girls are not playing by the rules. Like, it's there's a lot of people getting used. And it's like, okay, well, guys should play dirty too, or just at least understand that this is what these supposed nice girls are doing. They're out there and they're whatever. They say all the same things. Like, they say all the same things on their dating apps. Not, I'm looking for a relationship. Fuck boys, swipe left. Only swipe right if you're interested in a relationship. It's only a relationship on their terms. They don't care. They don't really want. They just want they just want attention. Basically, a lot of these girls, they don't even want a relationship. They just want free attention. Free, as long as they have someone in their lives, they're not really concerned. And they think this kind of free attention is going to come infinitely. They think that it's just going to be a thing where their looks are going to get them. They don't None of these girls realize that physical beauty is it's like a flash in the pan. It's very short lived. It lasts a couple of years. Like, a girl in her peak, in her prime, is like, 5 to 7 years, maybe. I don't know. When she's a properly available woman. 18 to 25, like, she's in her prime years. Of course, they can be beautiful after that, but that's when they're in their prime. That's when they can lock down a really high quality guy. But these girls have no idea. They don't realize that it's just a short time. Because the thing is, they will get they'll still get attention even after their beauty fades because they're still female. But I often talked about this before, is that women don't understand the difference between dateability and fuckability. So after a girl goes past her peak beauty, when she's in her party years, uh, she you know she'll be still be able to get free attention. She'll still be able to have sex easily with as many guys as she wants, but she won't be able to find a high quality guy once her looks fade, especially when she's average, or even it's the funny thing is it's even these girls that are below average that think that they're going to be able to play around forever and still lock down a guy when they were average to begin with, so they were average even at their peak beauty, and then they're getting a lot of attention, their ego gets inflated, um and they don't understand that that this is like as good as it gets. Like this is as much attention. This is when when a girl is 18 to 25, this is when she should actually be trying to lock down a guy, like a boyfriend, to turn into like marriage material. um but that sounds already, that sounds like so old fashioned, because it sounds so ridiculous, really, because it's just not what's happening in Western countries. um and it's every year it's going in the opposite direction. um and I that doesn't really bother me at all, because I'm not a trad con. I'm not a traditionalist. I just don't care. I see things going in but at the same time I recognize that it's not good for society. So you can on one hand admit that this is bad for society. It's bad for because population's declining, and you're not people are not procreating, so that's obviously going to result in a society that's in decline. um No, your word says they equate the two, dateability and fuckability, and as they age, the delusion gets worse from them, all the while in denial. Yeah, exactly. So they kind of, a lot of chicks tend to double down instead of facing the reality. They'll double down on the fact that on feminism, and on the idea that they're a high quality woman. They're independent. They're a badass bitch. They're you go girl kind of thing. um you can have any man kind of thing. It's like they can make a big laundry list of what they want in a man, even if they're like butt ugly. But as soon as a guy tells a chick what as soon as a guy writes something on Twitter about what he wants a woman to be, there'll be all these like claims of like misogyny and sexism. So I thought in this day and age, like men and women were apparently equal, right? But you never see it. You never see the equality. It's like Jordan Peterson said, well, like, where are all the bricklayer women? Why don't we have equality in bricklaying? How about we have equality in street cleaners, like construction workers, loggers? Like we're not equal. Like, we're basically, it's obvious. I mean, I don't know, but they only want equality in the nice things, the nice comfortable things. But everything else now, that we let men do that because they're disposable. But yeah, the most the thing, I think it's not actually talked about enough in this in in this kind of spheres, like the fact that women do not understand the difference between dateability and fuckability. I don't really hear many people talking about it. It's like because a lot of people acknowledge that women will, like, their peak beauty is very, it's like a flash in the pan, but we still acknowledge that they're still going to get sexual attention even after their peak, their peak beauty, because it's still a woman. It's guys, the nature of men is that we're dogs. Like, we it's just in male nature to want to spread the seed, and that's never going to change. It's just that's guys will just pump and dump, be ready to go. Even a lot of guys are so dishonest about how far they will actually punch down. Like, guys will be like in front of their friends and around their peer group, they be like, would you tap that? And you'd be like, no way, man, no, I would never tap that. Damn, that's not my type at all. But like secretly they probably, a lot of guys would actually punch way down, given, like, if no one else knew about it. Like, that's a fact. Like, I've seen it happen so many times. Even I've punched way down. Like, there's girls I've slept with that, like, I swear to God, you could not pay me to date them. Like, because I can put my hands up and be honest. I can tell the truth. Like, because I've had all kinds. Like, I've had from like the top to, like, I wouldn't say the bottom, but like I've definitely slept with girls that you could not pay me to date. Like, if I was getting paid a salary to date these girls, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't even want to be seen with them. This is and that's not me. I mean, there's so many guys that, if we knew, who they've been with, they'd probably be ashamed. But in a way, they shouldn't be ashamed of it, because it's like male nature to want to spread the seed. And that's why these girls are so confused. They just don't understand. They don't understand, like I've said, they don't understand the difference between dateability and fuckability. They're like completely different things. And chicks don't understand that. But let me show the video that I saw. Let me check it out. Share the link. Okay, so this is the link that I saw. Yeah.
Can we please normalize intimacy without commitment? Like, I want to cuddle all night with a boy. I want him to compliment me. I want to compliment him. I want to hold hands. I want to go on dates together. I want to, like, text them, Snapchat them all day, every day. But then I also want to be able to disappear. Like, I want to ghost them for a week and not have them wonder why I'm doing that. Like, I want a boyfriend, but not the relationship. I want to hop on, hop off, pop in, pop out. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that needs to be normal. Can we please normalize intimacy without commitment? Like, I want to.
All right. So, you can just see the blatant, hypocrisy of this kind of, this kind of video. She's saying, like, she wants to normalize, she wants a boyfriend without the commitment on her side. Like, but make no mistake about it, that these chicks want the guys to be loyal to them. Like, these girls want their cake and they want to eat it. They have their cake and they want to eat it. So, these chicks will date. This girl's on Tinder. She's probably banged. I don't know how old she is. How old is this chick? I have no idea. I mean, I don't know. I find it difficult to age Western chicks now, because I've lived in Japan so long. Like, honestly, this girl, like,
please normalize.
she could be 21 or she could be 28. Like I honestly I don't know. Like that's how um yeah, some Western women like they age hideously, like they age so badly, like from the lifestyle compared to Japanese women. This kind of chick is really entitled to, I guarantee she's the type that would be really upset, if she thinks she can cheat, but oh yeah, she wants she'd say, she want her commitment from the guys she's with, and she'll sleep around with other guys, she'll be on her Tinder, she'll be on her Bumble, she'll be hooking up with guys left, right, and center, and she'll be butthurt. She'll be crying, she'll be squealing, she'll be pulling hissy fits if she finds, yeah, her supposed boyfriend is hooking up with other girls. So it's not open on his side; it's only open on her side, and it's so funny because it's like it's not just like, oh, these are just a few exceptions. This is normal. This is how dating happens now. Like we live in this, Western girls are openly hypergamous. That's the way it is. So guys should just acknowledge that and play by those rules too. Just acknowledge it, accept it. Don't try and change it. Don't get butt hurt. Don't start trying to lock these girls down. Don't start telling them, oh, how, don't start saying you better not, go out. Stop trying to control these chicks. Is basically what I'm saying. Stop trying to, and stop trying to push for relationships with chicks. Like you should never push for a relationship with a chick. Chicks should, be the ones that are pushing for a relationship with you, and you should never. I mean, never give it to them. It's just, why would you? Um, Yeah, know your words. She's been ran through indeed. Um, you know, let's just listen again. It's just funny.
Can we please normalize intimacy without commitment?
Can we please normalize intimacy without commitment? It's just that American, like, woke. I just can't, that American woke accent these chicks have, these like millennial chicks have. I have no idea. Yeah, she could be. Know Your Worth says she could be like 27, 28. But honestly, she could be 19. Some of these chicks just like, I don't know, they look way too old. I don't know what happened. I don't know why they're like, they're just turning, they've just so much like testosterone going through their veins, like, they don't have enough estrogen going through their blood these days. They're just, they're starting to morph into men. They're starting to like become men. Just shitty versions of men, though, really like shitty, like weak, like even though they have all this testosterone, they're still shitty and weak. But so they want to normalize intimacy without commitment. But like I said, that commitment is, they want the guys to have commitment. Like I said, they call, like, they try and belittle guys that, have a free and open sex life. They call them like fuck boys. Like, they say they have like Peter Pan syndrome. Oh, you can never grow up. You can't. They'll try and shame as much as possible. Just, but it's so ironic. It's so hypocritical because they're doing that like way, like, let's be honest. A girl can have way more sex than a guy. Like anytime she wants. Even this girl that's been ran through, like, she can have sex any time of day. But when a guy does it, he's just, he's a fuck boy. He's a piece of shit.
Like, I want to cuddle all night with a boy. I
cuddle all night with a boy. Like, it's funny. Yeah, it means like get like drilled all night with a boy.
Want him to compliment me. I want to compliment him. I want to hold hands. I want to go on dates together.
So yeah, she wants to go on dates together. She wants the free meals, like, and she's not talking about one guy. Like, she's talking about like various guys. She's talking about, guys, a multitude of guys that will take her on dates. Just guys that will treat her free dinners and whatnot. But like these are separate guys. Like she wants the Chad guy, the alpha dude, to cuddle her all night. There's no cuddling happening. Like she's just getting banged. It's just probably not even. It's probably smash and dash. The guy bangs her and he leaves or whatever, or he kicks her out. She probably gets kicked out of guys' houses after smashing. Um, but and then she has the other guy that she wants to go on dates. That she uses. The more beta guys. So she has different guys for different things. She has guys that she'll use the beta guys that she'll be able to cry about. She'll cry about the alpha guy that broke her heart, and then she'll go on dates with these beta guys that will take her to coffee shops and take her to the park, hold her hand in the park, and then she'll have the alpha guys that will dick her down all night. You know, she'll the kind of guys that smash and dash, the guys that she hooks up with on Tinder, on Bumble, wherever the guys that dip it, the guys that dip into her DMs and on Instagram. These are the guys that get to cuddle with her all night. It's a different. These are you have to understand that these are different guys. She's not talking about the same guy here, and
I want to text them, Snapchat them all day, every day. But then I also
she wants to text them, Snapchat them. Here's the thing you gotta know: if any girl has Snapchat, she's sending nudes. That's what it's for. That is actually what Snapchat is for. Any girl that has Snapchat is for the streets. It's been proven time and time again. I've seen it. I'll be talking to a girl on a messaging app or whatever, on a dating app, and she'll be real prude, and the conversation won't be going anywhere. And then I'll ask, "Do you have Snapchat?" And then within the first few, within the first few minutes of adding them on Snapchat, they're sending me nudes. It's the whole attitude changes once you get them onto a different app, especially Snapchat. It's just instant. They go from being real shy and cautious and not saying much. You get them onto Snapchat, instant nudes. They'll start telling you about the time they got gang banged. Oh man, I've I say that because it's funny. The exact thing happened to me the other day, where I matched with a chick on what's it called? I matched with her on Bumble, and she was being kind of not saying much. This chick was 22 years old, and she wasn't saying much, and not really talking. And I asked her, did she have Snapchat? Added her on Snapchat. Within instantly, she's sending me pictures of herself in G-string. It's just so funny. And her profile. Let me see if I can find it. Remember what I said. I don't know if I deleted her or she's gone off it, but oh no, she's still here actually. But yeah, 22 years old. Her profile says, "I'm a lazy girl, so I need someone to take me out." They all want someone to take them out. They want the beta guys to take them out. So I want to make friends with various types of people. But I also want a boyfriend who has some values. So that's interesting. This is interesting because she says she wants to make friends with various types of people. This is exactly what this chick is doing. This chick wants various kinds of people because no guy can fulfill all the roles that there's no ultimate boyfriend. She needs the beta guys, and she'll probably run through the beta guys. She'll use a beta guy for 2 or 3 times just for different dates, and to take her to various lunch, dinners, walks in the park. so and this chick says she also wants a boyfriend. So this is what this chick is talking about. She wants the boyfriend without the commitment, but the commitment is, she'll want him to have a commitment. She'll expect him to think that they're in a committed relationship, but on her side of things, it's like, no, it's open. She's free. She'll tell her friends about the guy she hooked up with on Tinder, made her squirt, and then she'll tell her friend the same, another guy, one of the beta guys, he's a fucking dork, but he's cute. He's a cute dork, but he's just too nice. He took her to like, three different dinner dates, but she's not gonna meet him again. No, he's cute, but he's too nice, and she'll delete him, whatever. Anyway, this chick says so she wants a boyfriend who has some values. Oh, it's so funny. And then she said, no hookups. Ask me for my Instagram or Snapchat if you want. So this is the chick. This is a chick. Yeah, like I said, let me read the interaction. What does it say? Okay, so it literally went like this. Hi there, she said. I said, hey, how did you celebrate New Year's Eve? And she says, with family. How about you? I said, I went to a club in Shibuya. It's called C'est la Vie. Do you know it? And then the next day she didn't reply. She said, next day she said, I don't know, LOL. And then I said, oh, God, this chick's already annoying me. So I said, what's your Snapchat? She just said, she just gave me her Snapchat. So I added her on Snapchat, and you know, it was really funny. I don't know. Let me see. I didn't screenshot the messages because if you screenshot, they're just not going to play ball. But I took photos of some of the stuff just because it was so funny, just with my camera, just to show the difference in apps. Like it's just like completely different. You know, it's just funny how they behave so differently. Um, yeah. So yeah, no, she was telling me like. So I said, yeah. So I said, how are you? Like we added her on Snapchat, and I said, hey, what's up? It's Mac, and I said, how are you today? And she says, I'm kind of sick. And I was like, why? What happened? And then she said, because I hooked up with a guy that was sick. Like this is like she just instantly told me that she hooked up with a guy that she openly says, just because we moved to Snapchat, she openly says like she hooked up with some guy. And then I was like, this chick is definitely for the streets. So I was like, started, you can forget about, you know, so, and I said, well, how was the hookup? And this is no lie. This is what she said. It was big, and he took a video of the blowjob, but he was not my type. LOL. Oh man, and can you? It's so funny because this exact chick, like, she'll be out, these nice guys will be taking this girl to lunch and like taking her all these nice little fucking cafes and stuff, these dorky little dates. We walking her through the park, and oh, it's so nice to meet you. They'll be sending her messages like, oh, it's so nice. I had such a good time today, and like she'll ghost it, and she might reply to him the next day and say, oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, and then he'll invite her on another date, and she goes, oh, I want to have dinner this time, and then he'll take her to dinner, but you know, ultimately he'll get ghosted. Um, yeah. So I said, um, so then I can't remember, but she said, I've had sex with a lot of guys, so it's difficult to choose. I think I asked her which nationality was the best because this girl's obviously Japanese, but just it's just so crazy how honest girls like start to become really open and honest on Snapchat. They'll start to tell you like just because it's not saved or whatever, they'll be more apprehensive to like send this kind of stuff on uh on a normal messenger because it's like saved. then I asked her, "Have you ever had a threesome?" And she says, "No, LOL, but I've fucked two guys in the same room, but not not Sampi. Sampi, Japanese call threesomes. They call a threesome like a Sampi. I don't know, Sampi. P mean person, I guess. Um, it's so funny. Oh God, these chicks are all for the streets. But this chick's profile, I mean, you know, it's just normal enough profile. I mean, a lot of guys, she probably looks normal for a lot of guys. Um, and this is her profile, but you know, normal looking, Japanese girl. Like she's probably like a seven, I'd say. But um, a lot of guys have no idea. Like these beta guys, blue pill guys, have no idea. This is the reality. This girl's probably normal. This girl is like a normal girl. Um, she's just being honest. I'm just getting the truth out of her. So yeah, so funny. Then she says, I was in a house with two guys. Then we were too drunk. LOL. A guy fucked me in his bed. Then he left for a call. I slept in his bed, but his friend came and fucked me then. LOL. Real streetwalkers. Like I'd say a lot of girls have had like experiences like this. A lot more than will ever be honest. Like you could be dating a girl and she'll never ever ever tell you the truth. Like especially if she really likes you. Like if a girl like she'll keep these kind of secrets to her deathbed. Um know your worth. And she's 22. She's 22, man. 22. It gets worse. Um so I said what I said. I said, how many guys have you had sex with? And then she said, "Do you really want to know?" LOL. And then I said, "Yeah, I don't care. Just tell me." Um, and then she says, "Really?" And I said, "Yeah, I really don't care." And then I said, "How many?" And then she says, 70. LOL. And she's 22. Like she's fucked 70 guys, and it's probably a lot more. Like she says 70. So if a chick tells you it's like 70, then it's probably way more than that. Um, Brenton House, what is up, bro? What is up, bro? Uh, she said, it's probably like 140. You can double that, or um, and you know, so yeah, she says, "LOL, it's good. It was good." I don't know. She said, "LOL, it's good. I was a sugar baby. That's why I had a lot of sex." So she said she was a sugar baby. That's her excuse. Um, so uh, I don't know. This is just what this is the norm. Like this, a lot of more like this sugar baby thing is just like so popular. Like it's just most guys, most girls like are onto it at this point. They know that they can get things from their sexuality. So it is what it is. You know, a lot of girls in Japan. What really shocked me when I came to Japan is how kind of how many girls are like casual hookers or casual sex workers. Like it's really like kind of low key sex workers. It's not like they're full-time prostitutes, but like they have new words for it, like sugar baby. So it's not like they're banging like, and they're not like having Johns come to them every day. It's not like that. It's not like they're full time like every day they're banging new guys, but it's kind of like, oh, I want to get a new bag. I want to get this Louis Vuitton or Gucci bag. So I'll they'll go and they'll be a sugar baby for a few weeks, and they'll bang different guys or whatever until they get enough money to buy their bag, and then they might. So it's really really common in Japan for chicks to do that. And and I think there's maybe less taboo about it in Japan, but Western girls are definitely like doing the same thing. Like as we can see, um,
I want to
it's
be able to
like
disappear. Like,
I just want to be able to disappear. I just want to be able to ghost because these girls are, they're they get bored easily. So that's why the guys go and take them on a bunch of dates and then get ghosted. Like without even getting any ass. Like that's what these chicks are literally doing.
I want to ghost them for a week, and
I just love how honest she's being about it. Like it's like, okay, I just want to ghost them for a week, and then when I want to go out, when I'm bored, I call up the beta guy again, because in that week she has the alpha dudes to dick her down, or she'll have like random hookups that guys that the hot guys on dating apps that she'll go and bang to keep her satisfied.
and not have them wonder why I'm doing that. Like, I want a boyfriend, but not the relationship. I want to hop on, hop off, pop in, pop out.
Hop on, hop off, pop in, pop out. These, she's literally just saying the whole everything. She just wants to get, she wants to get just nutted in. Like she wants to get repeatedly nutted in. She wants to get a train ran over, and she's gonna do it. And you just stop. Guys, just acknowledge that this is happening, and stop trying to control these chicks.
And I feel like that needs to be normal.
But it is normal. Like it is like actually becoming. It is like normalized. Let me just say some of the comments. There'll all be "you go girl," like "you go girl" comments in here. Look at all the, look at this. I feel like the word psycho gets thrown around really easily. She said that she just said what she liked for herself, and everyone in the replies is acting as if she is forcing this on everyone. It's her preference, and she didn't say anything really strange. 468 likes. So it's just like I'm not even like I just want guys to understand this is like the reality. This is a normal girl. This isn't. I don't think this girl is like exceptional. I don't think that, this is the girl for this. This is normal. She's just being honest. She's just telling the truth about what really is going on. And it's like, okay, just stop trying to expect these girls to be. These girls are just. This is what they're doing. Like, turn the tables on them, like change the whole thing around. Just don't let them away with it. So when a chick asks you to be, loyal to her or commit to her, you just like, yeah, just know what's really going on, like behind the scenes. Know that she's banging other dudes. Like, who cares? Like, just bang her, smash and dash. Like, have her around as a plate. Yeah, so women retard juice. Yeah, I don't know. It's good stuff. It's just funny. I don't know. It's just so funny. Like someone said, like she's psycho. I don't think she's psycho. I think it's like it's normal. It's just the way it is, and this is how women are in Western society. Like an extreme sense of entitlement. Um, you know, it's just the way it is, and it's not going to change anytime soon. So, it's just I don't know why guys get so butthurt about these chicks getting like just having having open hypergamy. Have you read The Rational Male by Rollo Tomasi? Of course, I've read The Rational Male. That's how I got into this. That's how I got like red pill originally regarding women. That's what kind of changed way back in about I'd say 2014. Um, yeah, I was I read his blog more so his blog posts. Um, yeah, they kind of changed my perspective, woke me up. Um, he talks a lot about this stuff, and it's all very good. It's good stuff, but it's really Rollo Tomasi's work is it's like for guys. Yeah, know your word says you can't stop them at this point. Yeah, you're not gonna stop. You're not gonna change the world. You're not gonna save the West. You're not gonna, it's it just is what it is. And so I've said it before. I'll say it again. Like enjoy the decline. It's just enjoy it. Like it's the thing is it's not all like gloom and doom because like if you have game in this society, it's like holy shit, you can have more sex than like any other generation ever. Like you know what I mean? If you have game, if you're like a relentless like player, if you're onto the system and you figured it out, you're like you can really like clean up. Like you can have a like the most exciting like you know sex life, kind of sex life our grandfathers would have dreamed about. Our grandfathers did not have this kind of sex life. They did not. Like they definitely did not. Like they had to. They got married. Way younger. Like just settled down, had a family. Like really boring sex life. Our previous generations had terrible sex life, but on the other hand, if you're not red pill, if you don't have game, it's the worst time to be alive. It's a terrible time because you're not going to get any. You're just going to be sitting on the sidelines, looking at all the top guys like just cleaning up. Playing World, what's up, bro? What is good? Um, yeah, so it's like, yeah, fucking learn game, make money, make muscles, as MLD always says. Because now is the time where you can really clean up. But you need to diversify. You need to like have your fingers in various pots. Like you never put your eggs in one basket. Like if you put your eggs in one basket and like you go all in online, if you start like you're 100% like I'm gonna do online, it's like okay, that'll work, but then it'll kind of dry up. Um, you kind of diversify. You do all every kind of like aspect. You should always incorporate game into your life. So like you can pick women up from online. You can do like day game. You can do night game. You can like get girls from your social circle. I don't even like to get girls from my social circle because it's like I always tell guys don't shit where you eat. Um, like don't shit where you eat. Don't mess around with your locality. Um, like some guy was asking me the other day. He's told me he hit on the girl from his local convenience store, and he goes to that convenience store every day. And I was like, dude, don't shit where you eat. Like, cause he has to go. Like, there's no need to shit where you eat. Like, you just go away from where you want to you're in from your locality or whatever, because you don't want to see the same girl that you like. Even if it doesn't work out, you hit on her, it's like you have to see her every day. It's just unnecessary. It's just unnecessary, and it's not about like being a pussy or whatever. Like it's like even if you do bang a girl like that, and then you have to see her every day. It's like that's why you don't bang girls from your workplace if it's like a permanent kind of workplace. Like some if it's like a part-time job and you're gonna be done with it soon, like sure, like bang around, like whatever. If it's a summer job or whatever, yeah, like bang around. But I'm talking about I don't like to shit like mess with chicks that are around me. Like I don't want them like I don't want, I just want to be free in my zone. And especially in Tokyo, I definitely don't need to do that. Do not. There's in fact there's a really hot girl that works in the convenience store just beside my house. But yeah, I've never hit on her because it's like I go there like almost every day, and I just I'm not gonna like hit on her and like see her every single day. It's like some bullshit like that. So I stick by my advice, and it's just I think it just works out better in the end. Javier, what is up? What is good? Um, Good to see you, bro. Um, yes. So I don't know, guys. It's a funny time to be alive. It's just there's just so much free pussy going. Like there's never been a time where we've been able to like have this much free sex without any consequences, without any responsibilities. These chicks are openly giving it away online. They're openly telling us that they're basically using guys for various things. They're using the alpha guys to dick them down. They're using the beta guys to take them on dates, to to be a shoulder to cry on. Tell them about the alpha guy that won't reply to them. The guys that made them squirt, but he won't reply to her. He's already dicked her down. So the beta guy will come and listen to that, and he'll hold her hand in the park. He'll buy her dinner. He'll buy her lunch. He'll buy her gifts. He'll message her good morning. He'll message her, how was your day? What did you do today? She'll send like the odd. She'll throw him the odd bone, but she'll mostly ghost him. But then when she has some free time and she's thinking she wants to check out the new restaurant in town, like she'll hit him up. She'll send him a bone and says, she'll try and get him to take her to this place, and she'll use him up, and she'll continue to reach for the stars on these dating apps, because that's what these chicks are doing. They're trying to find that guy, like the ultimate Chad guy that'll dick her down, like and take her to the park and do all this. But the top alpha guys won't do that because I won't do that. Like I'm not even saying I'm like the top alpha guy. I'm not like, but I'm red pilled as fuck and I have really good game. So I know the game. So I'm not going to be one of these guys that is going to be taking these girls to the park and doing all this bum shit, like buying them multiple dinners without getting anything. They need to be super lucky for me to even buy them one dinner. Like, and I always do that as kind of a last like resort. I always, if I buy a chick a dinner, it's like the last resort, and she has to be really hot. She has to be really hot. Like, and and on top of that, I know that like I know what's going on, but so that's why it's always a last resort, because I actually know what she's doing. So and sometimes I do it. Yeah, like I said, if I've said this before, if I have nothing else going on, if like she's super hot, and it's things like that. But I always tell guys to proceed with caution whenever a chick tries to call the shots and tell you where. I don't let chick I won't let chicks decide where we're gonna eat unless it's a place that I actually like. Um, Javier says, I've been watching all your vids from episode one. That's good to hear, bro. Glad to hear that. Keep watching. Stay tuned every weekday. Good to hear, bro. Um, Good to hear. I'm 18, by the way. What advice do you have for me to get better at game? To get better at game, you got to keep watching these videos, bro. But no, you got to put into action. Action is more important than consuming material. Obviously, both. You should to get really good at game, you got to do both. You got to consume it like good, like game material, red pill material, and take action. Action was is like more important, I would say, because you learn from taking action. Like when you start approaching women in cold approach, in wherever you are, like in just random cold approaches, you start to learn, you start to pick up on body language, you start to understand what works and what doesn't. So experience, it's all about experience and building up. It's kind of like you're programming your brain, like without even, it's like subconscious. You're kind of learning, you're teaching your brain that, just from doing. um so that's the best way. Like I can approach a girl and like instantly, like within the first couple of seconds, first few seconds, I'll know from her body language alone, just from because I've done like thousands of approaches, like just over years, that I'll understand whether I should bother like pursuing this girl, because I'll really be able to vibe. I can read the vibe. I can read the air basically between me and her. I'll understand if she's into me, I'll pick up on that. Like if she's not into me, I'll pick up on that also. So it's really all about experience. Um, Know Your Worth says day game hones all your skills. Day game just improves everything. It's all about improving your social skills, your ability to communicate in a relaxed and calm and smooth and easygoing manner, in a genuine way. Um, and when chicks pick up on a genuine kind of a relaxed, like a guy is a genuine, because chicks are so a lot of they get used to like guys being nervous around them, and that's very unattractive. So when a chick realizes that she picks up on your cool demeanor and the fact that you're genuinely not nervous, then that's very attractive to girls. Because when they get a guy that comes up to them all nervous and stuttering, it creeps them out because there's a tension in the air. There's an awkwardness. Has anyone ever approached you and they're like awkward? It's almost, you can almost understand why chicks behave so bitchily towards, or they're so cold, or so they're harsh to guys, because it's kind of annoying when someone makes you awkward. When someone steps into your day and makes you feel awkward, or like it creates an uncomfortable vibe. But if you're able to do the opposite, like create a good vibe like with a stranger, ensure that you're not a creep and you're just like a normal dude and you're chill and you're genuinely not nervous, it'll work out a lot of the time. Um, how much on average a day? It's not about like how, I need to do like 5 approaches today. It shouldn't be like that. It should just be like, you see a chick that you like, you see a chick in a good location that she looks approachable, and you approach and you introduce yourself, and you try and get a number. It's not about trying to hit targets. It's about just kind of incorporating game into your life. um uh Javier says, I don't have approach anxiety, but I can't close at all. The thing is, these interactions don't necessarily need to be very long. Like you can wrap up like a cold approach in a few minutes, in around 2 minutes. So you should try and close as soon as possible. That's what your goal should be, to try and close within 2 minutes. Just try and just be straight up, be straightforward, and say, hey, I like your style. Let's hang out sometime. It can literally be something as simple as that. You introduce yourself, you ask them what they're doing, and if they're still kind of engaging with you, you say, yo, well, I like your style. Let's hang out sometime. Let's grab a coffee. And then she'll say, I have a boyfriend, or she'll say, yeah, sure. And then you go, all right, what's your number? Get her number. That's it. Just try and close. It can be over within 2 minutes. Simple. So don't go into these interactions thinking that you need to talk for like 20 minutes or half an hour. No, you can like wrap it up real soon. Um, you know, uh, as Know Your Worth says, no need to talk too long. First build comfort, then attract, tease or frame as more valuable. Say you got a jet, then DLA, date, location, activity, drinks at the bar on Friday. Yeah, that's a very good way to do it too. Yeah, it's good advice. Yes, so it's all about diversifying your sources. You know, so you gotta have all cylinders firing. Um, work on your day game, work on your get your online profiles set up, and it's a lot of guys think you know they might be like a good quality guy, like a solid fit, dress well and all that, but they just have like shitty online presence. They have shitty they don't have good enough, their photos don't do them justice basically. So I was just talking to a guy today about how guys need to kind of bite the bullet and like make an effort to get good photos, and if that means hiring a photographer, or like spending like a couple of hours, like it takes a bit of effort, and a lot of guys don't like the idea of having to do it, and I completely understand that. But if you can just spend one day where you get like 3 or 4 different outfits, you go out, you have a photographer, they'll shoot the photos like of you, just it's all because it makes such a huge difference. Like it just one day of effort, not even a day, like it'll take a couple of hours, but you just got to organize it. Get a friend or someone who knows how to use a camera, get good photos, put them on your dating profile, and it's going to result in you'll maximize your profile. You'll go from getting no matches. Some good guys, like decent quality guys, can like that are not they're not doing themselves justice online, and it's only because they have shitty photos. They just need to put in the effort to get their online profiles up to scratch, and they'll start being able to hook up with girls from online. You match that with being able to do day game, and then night game. If you're going to bars or club or whatever, you're gonna kill it. There's just so much pussy to be had. It's just it's a good time to be alive if you like to get laid. It's like we can have more than any guys from previous generations, like, because things were more traditional back in the day, and things are just changing. Um, but you don't want to be one of the guys on the sidelines that just aren't able to, that are just like getting rejected and not getting any at all. Um, uh, yeah, Javier says, I'm a makeup artist, so how can I incorporate that into cold approach? I mean, I don't know. You can just I don't see why you need to incorporate that into cold approach. I mean, you can talk about that when you're if she asks you what you do or whatever. I think a lot of girls might be intrigued by the fact that you're a makeup artist, like, so it's obviously something that you could talk about, but it's not necessarily something that you need to talk about. Um, you know, so a lot of the time I tell guys to avoid talking about like careers and jobs and stuff, at the first interaction, because a lot of that can bring up like negative. Yeah, a lot of girls don't have much to say about it. They probably have some shitty job that they don't really like doing. So yeah, just try and seal the deal, try and arrange a date, try and make a cool impression, and then you can talk about that on a date, about what you do. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna go and get some food now. I'm pretty hungry. But yeah, as usual, like, comment, subscribe, hit that like bell notification so you get a notification when I'm uploading a new video or I'm doing a live stream. Check out the links in the description. I will be back here tomorrow night for another episode of Player Life. So wherever you're at, peace out. I will catch you guys shortly. Bye bye.